What is up, everyone, and what a week it has already been, and it's only Wednesday, which means it's time for a little very curious news from around the globe with the amazing COUTINHO. Very curious news item number 1. Can Christian Eriksen now be considered one of the best playmakers in the world? After Tottenham's top string puller scored a hat-trick in a must-win second leg game in Ireland to help his country and my grandfather's country. Go on, Denmark! Win 5-1 to help them qualify for their first World Cup since 2010, which is only the 5th time they've ever been in the world's biggest tournament. Spurs chairman Daniel Levy has come out and said that if PSG paid $222 million for Neymar, then Christian Eriksen is worth $225 million. I mean, that sounds pretty laughable when you say it out loud, but what if there was a little truth to it? Because I believe part of what makes Neymar so valuable is his outgoing, larger-than-life personality, coupled with his incredible talent and flair on the field, which means a lot of the money that PSG spent will be earned back in shirt sales. However, Eriksen, in contrast, is very unassuming, which makes him a lot less marketable, which, for me, then puts a dent in how much Daniel Levy could ask for him. But there is no denying that the Danish Dynamite, which is my new nickname for him, is incredibly talented as well, as the 25-year-old continues to get better and better, and with a sharper eye for goal, as evidenced by him scoring 11 goals in qualifying, which is more than any other midfielder during the European qualifying phase. Which leads me back to my original question: should Christian Eriksen now be considered one of the best playmakers in the world? Yes, I think he should. Bonus question though, if you were Barcelona, would you try to buy him now, or would you stick with Coutinho? I don't know, it's a hard one, because once Dembele is healthy, he's going to be Barca's speedy winger out wide, which will help create more space for Messi and Suarez. So do Barca need another attacking option, or do they need someone like a Xavi or Iniesta that picks their spot and has the instincts to know when to go and when to stay, but can hit that killer pass if needed, which is what I feel like Barca needs more of these days, especially if everyone is healthy. So then, the real question is, and what it comes down to, do you think Coutinho or Eriksen is better suited for that role? And I don't know! You can make an argument for both, and I'm not ready to decide yet. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys in the comments to decide. Very curious news item number 2. Even Argentina losing Krasnodar. That's right, manager Inho haters. After Argentina got off to an early 2-goal lead over Nigeria in a friendly in Krasnodar, they gave up 4 unanswered goals to the Super Eagles, including a brace to Alex Iwobi, whose second goal was ridiculous. The link will be in the description for that, to lose 4-2. So I don't fault Argentina's manager Jorge Sampaoli, because it's not easy to play in Krasnodar. I mean, I've seen some of the best managers ever go there and fail. Just saying. Very curious news item number 3. Australia is going to their 4th straight World Cup. Now, despite the heroic performance by their captain Miles Jedinak, who scored a hat-trick in only his 2nd full match in the last 5 months, which is incredible, I feel like the Socceroos got lucky to beat Honduras 3-1 at home in the second leg, because Jedinak's first goal was a poorly hit free kick that thankfully deflected into the Honduran goal. Then there was a pretty questionable handball call, in my opinion, which led to a penalty in Jedinak's second goal. And then with Honduras scrambling to get back in the game, they gave up another penalty because they had a high line, and the guy came back and kind of butchered him, which Jedinak coolly slotted down the middle for his hat trick before Honduras bundled one over the line near the end of the game to have it finish 3-1. And I guess we could argue that Honduras' big mistake started when they couldn't get a result at home in leg 1 after they drew 0-0, but still, they gotta feel like they got screwed in this one. Very curious news item number 4. The future is bright for the US men's national team. Once we went 1-0 up over Portugal in a friendly yesterday on a great run and finish by Schalke's Weston McKennie, I felt a surge of optimism for our national team program, but then our young goalkeeper, who I will leave nameless for his protection, gave up an absolute howler by letting the ball rob Green through his hands to give Portugal the equalizer, which ended up being the final score 1-1. And yes, I know it was a second team for us, competing against Portugal's second team, but I was still happy because it was nice to see some new blood out there representing the country who were visibly excited about their opportunity, and I hope that they continue to get opportunities no matter who the new US soccer president, which hasn't been named yet, selects as the new US manager, which obviously hasn't been named yet. I think they should wait until after the World Cup, because I think it would be a shame to go with too many familiar names at this point, because those familiar names had their chance and they f***ed it up. And the accountability they should face is that they don't get called in anymore. And is that too harsh? Feels like it's too harsh. It's probably too harsh, but I'm still in the angry phase that we didn't qualify for the World Cup. But getting back to more positivity in this country, I'm happy to announce that Rush Soccer, which has one of the largest player bases in all of the US with over 35,000 players under its umbrella, in full disclosure, I'm part of the Rush Soccer board, which I know, right? People take me serious sometimes, and we know that's a good thing. Well, Rush have reached their goal of having a professional team called Penn FC starting in the USL next season at the top of their pyramid, which is huge and can be a great model for others like non-MLS elite clubs, that's who I'm speaking about, in this country to follow, because now players have a clear path to become a pro if they so choose, which then can be a stepping stone to bigger clubs in the US and abroad, and this pumps me up. So I thought I would share. All right, that's it. That is all I got until tomorrow. Also, subscriber giveaway is going down next week, and one of the items is a PS4 Pro. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that red button already. Later.